Hey everybody, this is Discord user Slappy White with Radish Digital. That's digital with a J. I'm here with Cloud. We're here to talk about Radish Battle Breaks number 3. And of course, this is a granddaddy of a battle break. Lots of giveaways, just supersized. And of course, the seeding. That's what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to try to, maybe in the future, we'll do even more with this. Guaranteed giveaway. For those who saw, we're going to have a giveaway to do a chance at 5,000 BPX. This was thrown together last minute, so we're going to make the odds a little bit hard, but we're going to factor it in and come in with some standard giveaways. Cloud, what's up?
Beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm excited to that we were able to put this battle break together right before Christmas and all the craziness, and super excited. I want to see somebody take home a hobby box today. BJ, you gonna do it? James is up here on stage.
James, you got your audio?
Hey, sorry guys. Yeah, no, I got the little one with me until my wife gets home, so I'm kind of over here without the mic or the camera on, but trying to listen.
Well, hey Cloud, it's funny that Jam should be the one to join us on stage, because the whole reason for this special seeding reveal is, and by the way, for folks who are watching, I can see the numbers starting to go up. Just drop a note in the chat, and we're going to spin the wheel again to give you a chance to win 5,000 BPX. The fact that Jams is here is he's the reason for the seeding, because of course we found like people hated being seated next to Jams because they all think that they have no chance when it comes to Jams, right, Cloud?
Hey,
it's funny, but it's true. Yeah.
So even funnier is I didn't mean to come on stage, Slappy. You sent me that link, and I guess that wasn't intended for me.
All right, and I do want to see is that see with the chat. I know my Steelers. Let's see. I can't see it. All right, my Steelers is here. Lord Seaton. Hopefully, let's see. He is there. I saw there was. My Steelers was saying that he didn't see anyone, but he's in there. All right, number 1 seed over here. So, Cloud, how do we want to do this? Do we want to do it by bracket and do 4, or do we want to just go through and actually do, as we pick them out, and by the way, maybe we'll start keeping battle break records, and we'll start actually giving people seedings, and they could do it that way. But should we do it 4 at a time? And then or should we just, as we pull it out, that's seed 1, that's seed 2, that's seed 3, and then we'll patch 1 against 16, 2 against 15, and so on, and just go down that way? Or well, I guess in the bracket, 1 and 16 and 2 and 15 in the first bracket, because we're doing 4 rounds of 4, so it would be 1 and 16, and 2 and 15, and then we move down. Is that the pattern you want to use?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So the first one we're going to go and we're going to go ahead. Let's see. We'll go ahead and I'll put it into the Radish Discord, is that we are going to, and instead to save time, I'm just going to do the entire list. And if we get a dupe, then we'll do it again. All right. So let's see, in the Block Packs chat and the Radish Discord, we're going to spin the wheel. All right. So seed 1.
Drum roll.
And I'm going to let Cloud reveal who it is, and I sent it in the private chat.
Seed number 1, Yo-Yo.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo taking the first seed.
All right. Welcome, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulties.
No worries.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Appreciate you. This was the last minute. And by the way, I appreciative of Jeff. This was kind of a last minute. There's so much exciting going on with Bo Jackson Battle Arena. Like Cardio Chris is doing a great job. And so I was thinking Zarek in particular was complaining about getting seeded against Jams. Everybody does. Major Rob, my favorite part is Jeff. In one of the previous battle breaks, Major Rob picked the winner from each of the 4 rounds, and he picked the winner. But then again, he also said, he just kept saying Jams. He was almost mumbling at that point. He just said Jams because he knows that Jams never loses. But nobody wants to be seeded against it. We never really thought, hey, do people really care? And so, just now I was like, to get the seeding right for tonight and to stop Zarek from complaining about being put up against Jamps. We wanted to have a little bit of fun. So in the future, yeah, I'd like to do these seating shows and actually do this as a giveaway as well. Yeah.
I'm trying to put it in. I'm trying to post an announcement in Discord real quick so that we can maybe see if there's some folks that aren't busy that want to hop in. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm actually typing in Discord announcement as we speak.
I'm loving the background, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
All
Been
these
trying to work on getting a little something. This is on a different level than where I had my other stuff downstairs. So just trying to have something here off of this level. This is kind of like a little random nook of a room that I'm turning into a bit of a podcast place, I guess.
Well, Cloud, I'm trying to help Lord Seaton, who is coming. He's joining Battle Breaks for the first time. And the sorry,
Wait a minute.
what's exciting?
I sent the link that you sent me. Is that going to put them all on stage?
Yeah, that it will. We'll get the first 9 in. That's okay.
I mean,
yeah.
You want me to? I've already posted it. We'll see. I mean, we'll see if some people jump on stage there. I guess they're on stage. But
and just FYI, you posted it in the Bo Jackson Battle Arena and not in. Okay. So
isn't that where you want it? Isn't that where it should have gone?
There's HTH. There's going to be a boba as the hobby box as the ultimate prize. But
so this is an HTH battle break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yeah. Let me do that.
Oh, we've got Dr. Birdman coming. They're coming, Frenchie. You got them coming.
All right. Birdman. So do you want to send me a different link to post, or you want me to post that link?
No, it's I'll send it to you. It's sorry, Frenchie, it's radishdigital.com. And I was gonna explain. I appreciate Frenchie for hopping on. I gave him 10 minutes notice to hop on. And so that's why Frenchie was kind of thrown in the fire, and I said, hey, I want a guest revealer for the 16 seeds. And so he came on. And not only did you put the bat signal out, Frenchie, I don't think Entropy's ever responded this quickly. Entropy's actually on stage.
Welcome to the stage, Jim.
He's
probably like, what happened? Jeff just snuck me onto some stage. I don't know what's going on.
She wants to be had. I'm about the ground. She'll obey it. Yes.
All right, so yeah, just send me a different link and I'll post the link. So it's just radishdigital.com.
Yep, it's right there. I can post it to you. And you can see how people can join through X, through YouTube, or if they want to get on the stage. But Cloud, while he's doing that, actually, can you just announce what's going to be given away during tonight's battle break, so folks kind of know that?
Yeah. So tonight, obviously, we're doing double the boxes. So 2 guaranteed boxes for everybody that's battling. Whoever wins the first 4 rounds, they'll go on to the championship round, and they're gonna all 4 of them will get an additional 2 boxes, so 4 total HTH boxes. And whoever wins the championship round, they are actually gonna get a Bo Jackson Battle Arena hobby box that it is currently sealed. We will rip it live, and based off of what we actually pull out of that hobby box, we're going to be giving cash away to audience members. So if we pull a 101, somebody's going to get $250 that's in the audience. If we pull a bubblegum auto, it's $150 to somebody. If the auto that we do get from that hobby box is serialized, it'll be $125. If it's not serialized, it'll be $100. The bubblegum, if we do pull a bubblegum, it'll be $50. The orange, blue, rad, and glows that we're expecting to get, each of those are going to be $25 cash to somebody. We're also going to give away a Wonders of the First art proof. So Slappy was able to post that earlier in the Discord. We're going to give away probably 25,000 BPX, but we'll give them out in 5,000 BPX chunks. And if you win, you'll have the option. Do you want to go for 4 times or nothing? So 1 in 4 shot at getting 20,000 BPX or 0, or you can take the 5,000 and run. And then finally, we're going to give away 4 more boxes of HTH to audience members. So a box 1 of football drop 1, a football drop 2, football drop 3, and 1 of the basketball drop 1s.
Yeah. And I just want to go ahead. Just want to share Let's see. Hopefully I share. Just want to share these where I gave Lord C gave him a chance to pick which one we were going to, which wonder art proof we were going to give away. So everyone, these are the three we were looking at. So this was not one of these. This will be given away at a future battle break. The other one we had, which I really love, like when you talk about booking weddings for next summer, is that this is the other one, the fairy altar. And then the one that actually Lord Sita helped me pick out tonight, Lord Sita, one of the battle participants, and he loved all three, but he said, no, this is the want. And it is Misty Shadow. So this is the Wonder Art Proof that's going to be given away tonight. So that's, if you join us tonight, everyone, that's 9:30 Eastern. We're going to be doing the battle breaks. Going to have the 16 participants on stage sitting there fighting for this. So we're talking about the ultimate winner is going to get a hobby box of Bo Jackson Battle Arena. There's going to be cash bounties given away to people in the audience when we're picking stuff out of that hobby box. We're going to be giving away a Wonders Art Proof. We're going to be ripping some HTH to give away to people in the audience. So just a ton of stuff, right, Cloud?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right, and then we're gonna. So Jeff, the first person that was revealed was Yo-Yo. So he's gonna be the first person. And Jeff, you're so busy nowadays. I don't know if you have. Yo-Yo has had incredible luck in the HTH basketball drop. But when you think about Yo-Yo, do you think it's somebody who's a hard luck loser, Jeff? Or do you think that Yo-Yo has pretty good luck? What do you think?
I mean, I've seen some. I mean, my involvement around Yo-Yo at national and stuff, I saw some pretty good luck. So, yeah, I don't know. I've seen some pretty good luck out of Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo, are you actually able to come off mute?
I'm actually with the client right now, but every day.
Tell your client they need to jump into the HTH battle break, man.
Señora, usted debe de comprar HTH.
Have you heard the
All right,
gospel?
well, let's go on
Home
to
Team Heroes?
so Yo-Yo with seed number 1. We see if he can come on. So Jeff, do we have seed number 2?
Okay, so like, are you gonna text this to me, Scott? What are we doing? Okay, I got it. All right, seed number 2. That has to. So this person has to go. This person will go at the bottom of the bracket then. So this will be like. So it's basically like a basketball bracket, right? So the 2 and the 1, they don't meet until the very end.
Yes.
That's right? Okay, just making sure. All right, so Rhodey, you have the best chance to not have to face Yo-Yo anytime soon. You are the number 2 seed.
All right. Hey, so when it comes to Rhodey and his luck, I will say all members of the Radish Cabal were in one of the Radish Boba physical breaks. The only person who didn't score anything that great was Jorzane. Of course, he actually scored one of the first forms in the Wonder, so he's had his good luck, kind of like Jenin or two orbs. Rhodey has a lot of really good luck. Remember that, Cloud, what was the 1 of 1 that Rhodey hit in that break?
Shepherd, pink foil, pink battle foil.
101. That's sweet.
All right. And so he's looking for that to be his next. And let's see. We're going to go with like seed number 3. So seed number 3 coming up.
All right. Seed number 3. Get ready to lock and load. Can't really come up with anything clever to say. Smash and grab. You're it. Smash. You are the number 3 seed.
So Smash was, so last time, Jeff, Smash actually was the winner of one of the slabs. We gave away 2 physical slabs last time, and he actually picked up one of the slabs last time. So no physical card slabs this time, although I will say if anybody has any of the pre-release slabs that were just revealed, we will gladly buy them for giving away at the next battle breaks. So if you're looking to sell for cash and you want to keep it in the community and want to help us out too, like, and by the way, we pay market rates, but just if you're looking to sell, we would love to do that. Smash picked up a slab last time. Definitely looking to pick up a slab another time. So, Cloud, do you remember which card it is? Do you want to bring it just to mention which one it is? I think it's in that chat.
He ended up winning the 2020 Topps Chrome Max Verstappen Orange Refractor out of 25, PSA 7.
And I think that was the first year they did those cards, right?
I believe so. F1.
SubHub, is that you who said yes? It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna pick up that card from Smash, by the way, SubHub?
I made an offer on it, but he never got back to me.
Okay. Well, if Smash is out there, you definitely want to be doing that. All right. On to seed number 4.
All right, seed number 4. His favorite team has a game on Christmas Day against Patrick Mahomey. It is my Steelers. My Steelers.
All right. And he is do you want to tell us, SubHub, you actually brought my Steelers into the community, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to share? Like we just did a BPX break room with him where we talked about kind of his experience. He actually talked to us about the Jim Thorpe. Can you just talk about that Jim Thorpe card?
What do you want me to talk? I don't know what you want me to say about it. It was a 1. It was really badly wrinkled and cared for over the years, and he sent it to me, and I just kind of put a little tender love and care into the card, and we're gonna try to get a 1.5 out of it, and hopefully.
What year was it, SubHub?
I don't know off the top of my head.
But it's how just to guess. Like I'm not going to hold you to it, but
I would say late 40s, but
Yeah.
I don't even know if he played then, so I'm not sure. I'm
my
really
point
not
is
sure.
just so people understand what kind of card we're talking about. We're talking about a very historical card here.
Yes, shorter than the traditional card of these days. It was like almost like a square shape card, almost kind of like the Bowman
1933. That's what my Steelers said.
1933. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
It's a very old card.
Yeah, and of course, everybody SubHub he does prepping services for cards, so we can talk about that later. SubHub, feel free to put it in the private chat. I can put it out there, but you've got a card that needs a little TLC before you submit, and SubHub, you also submit the cards, right, on behalf of people if you choose for that.
I do, and it's not only the TLC or the extra care of the cards, but it's also the review process of it too. If you're going to be spending $20-$30 to grade a card, you want to make sure that you're going to get the grade that you want. Like if you're submitting 20 cards and 6 of them are 8s, you just wasted $140. Whereas if you send them to me, I can review them and give you a much better chance to get those 10s and 9s that you're looking for.
Awesome.
So save
All
you
right,
money in that way too. Yeah.
Jeff, who's up next?
So after
Smash.
after my Steelers there, the next seed is someone who apparently likes my favorite sport, MLB 2382. MLB 2382.
Wow, Jeff, you're so crazy about the Gamecocks. How high is college football on your list?
I'm actually, to be fair, I'm Birdman's here on the stream. He's one of our members of our tailgating crew. I will admit, man, I'm a bit of a fair weather fan for the Gamecocks. I'm a little bit of a "what have you done for me lately" kind of guy because none of my kids went there. I didn't go there. I do love the Gamecock baseball team. I have a strong affinity for the baseball team. But the football team, I'm definitely a tough critic on the football team and kind of fall into that "what have you done for me lately" kind of mentality for them. It's just really kind of the only game in town. I went to a small school. We didn't have a football team, so that's it. I don't have like some deep rooted love of the Gamecocks. I'm a fan, but I tell you this, like I pull against Clemson pretty hard. So that makes my that gives me a lot of credit among the Gamecock faithful because I'm so against Clemson.
Yeah, that was. What do you think about that game, Clemson against SMU? Penn State did you catch the game Penn State playing or no? Not really.
Yeah, I mean, man, the SEC, the ACC is in a pretty rough place right now, and they're going to have to figure out this NIL era, and the ACC is just not strong top to bottom, and I know the SEC has a lot of bias, the big ESPN deal, and I know a lot of people get frustrated, and I would be too, I think, if I was a Big Ten fan or whatever. But they definitely play at a high level with more depth, I think, than most of the other conferences. And so the strength of schedule when you come through the SEC is just, it's legit. Like if you come out of the SEC with a good record,
Yeah.
you're probably a pretty damn good football team. And I don't think the same holds true for coming through the ACC for sure. It's like a knife through butter at this point. So
Yeah, Feisig, that FSU said you and me both. Yeah, he agreed with you there. Yeah, I mean the arguments for Alabama though is that they need to. Its strength of schedule is they have a great schedule. They get paid a lot of money to be there in that conference, and Alabama needs to. There's always going to be the argument: should Alabama have been let in one of those last couple spots? But try losing
I think
two games.
I think the Gamecocks deserve to get in above Alabama all day and twice on Sunday. I think we had a great resume. If Alabama had finished the way the Gamecocks finished down the stretch, instead of stumbling down the stretch, they would have 100% been in, and we got left out. And we have the front runner for Heisman next year. We had a really strong finish to our season. There was a lot of positives to put the Gamecocks in, but I get it, man. Some of this stuff you just kind of have to show people that they have to learn some lessons, that some of these teams truly don't belong to be in there, and they have to come up with a way. If you're going to have this committee at the end of the day, if you're going to say, all right, these conference champions, they're in, and then we're going to put smart people in the room, and we want the next best 10 teams or wherever they do an expansion or whatever they do, then they have to be able to do that without free of reprisal if they really believe as a group that the best team leaves out a team that may not have any losses if they didn't choose to play anyone. Because I'll tell you this, if they're not going to do that, the regular season product is going to go to crap because everybody's going to schedule the cushiest regular season they can get by with just so that they can get into the playoff. What's the incentive to play strong teams if you're not going to ultimately reward that? And right now it's being punished. And so college football, look, man, having the opportunity to have 12 teams fight for it is way better than we had in the past.
Sure.
So we've come a long way, baby, but we still have a ways to go, I think, to make the college football product what it needs to be. I will tell you this too. One more quick hot take. I don't want to monopolize time. I'm a huge fan of what the NIL era is doing as far as putting the talent more spread across more teams. You don't have Alabama able to sit with 4 years of NFL guys on their bench. And that's making the game a lot more. We're getting a lot closer to that parity of the NFL. Well, that's not true, but we're getting more parity. We're getting more teams that can be competitive and win. And so this era, I think, ultimately is. I know a lot of people, especially if you had a power team, you hate it. But for us, like the Gamecocks, I mean, we probably don't have a lot of the guys we have right now under the old regime because they're probably playing for Nick Saban and waiting to play 1 year and go to the NFL.
Sure. Yeah. And speaking of college football, I'd be remiss, Jeff, if I didn't ask you about who, of course, college entered the Boba silo. And so who's up next? Which college next can we expect?
I think probably a safe bet would be that we would probably look to do something for whoever wins the national championship. The reason we didn't do Auburn this year is because we wanted to try to look at the opportunity for Auburn to have a little bit more under our belt as far as be a little smarter and understand things better. That's the one that's obviously the best fit. And also I'd like to maybe look at some partnership with the school just because of Bo obviously on a different level down there. So we chose the Gamecocks just because it's our local team here. We don't have many, if any, Clemson fans in our office. Everybody's Gamecock grads and stuff. So it just made sense to test it there. But I think a safe bet would be whoever wins the national championship is probably the next college one that you'll see.
Oh, so it's going to be Penn
That's
State.
going to be Ohio State.
It's Penn State. You heard it here.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see. That process is a lot harder than you would think. We can talk about that on another time, but be trying to have it locked and loaded. I mean, we definitely had to do a lot of work on that Dodger one back and forth with kind of the way the Yankees looked, and then then Freddie hits the big home run early, and we knew that if they won, that would be likely the moment. And just trying to keep it relevant and make it fun and cool. And it's so we got to try to get our processes down so that we can deliver it quickly, but also take advantage of whatever moments are born out of the game or whatever. We want to make sure that we can harness those moments.
And Scott, I don't think
Okay,
I've
and
told
so the
you
next
yet, but after we do the battle breaks tonight, I'm staying on with who am I staying on with? Followers of the Way, and we're gonna break the LA box and the Sandstorm box on here after the battle breaks. So
wow.
we'll be burning the midnight oil tonight, but I can't wait to see what comes out of those boxes.
Yeah,
I
that'll be a
mean,
much quicker. Sorry, I was just gonna
Go
say that'll
ahead.
be a much quicker rip. Obviously, there's a it's those are built around that one kind of key pack that's in there. But I've already seen Infinite sent me a link of somebody that had hit a hex kanji already. That's a pretty
Wow.
cool hit. I think it was Legend that hit it. But yeah, so I know they're starting to get shredded already.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, I made the mistake of only ordering one of each, so that's my fault. All right. So next up, Jeff, is that MLB was the last one, and who's going to be up next?
Yeah, we're going back to football and back to that Christmas Day game again. My Steelers, you are back in the saddle again, sir.
And I will say, so Cloud, we haven't had to worry about this issue before, and I love my Steelers excitement. Generally, when we started out, we said, hey, we're going to limit folks to one because we want as many people to be able to battle as possible. I love my Steelers excitement, and so we didn't say, hey, because he did grab 2 spots. So if anybody's saying, hey, how can I get 2 spots? So my Steelers, I will say that Randorino said if you want to give up one of your 2 spots, he'd glad to take it. But also, please know, my Steelers, we didn't make that clear in the beginning. So no problem holding on to it. If not, Randorino he's excited to actually be a part of it. All right. And so this is going to be the next one. Next seed is going to be one of the OGs, Jeff.
Yep, OG, and she's a friend of Bo's now, I guess. After her filming and all the other stuff, it's Gen Con. So Gen Con next up.
Do you want to tell what happened with the putting her hand on his chest?
I don't think I know that story.
Yes, you do. The ironing story.
He wasn't there. It was me.
Oh, he wasn't there.
And
Yo, do you want it? Do you want to talk about how Jen put her skin on Bo's skin underneath his shirt?
well, Bo's shirt was a bit wrinkled, and Jen stepped right up and put her hand right underneath, help him iron it out.
Well, there you go. There you go. I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Well, in the picture we have from those of us who are at National, we're lucky enough to get a picture with Bo. That's the one time I've been a little greedy. I went right up, put my arm around Bo so I'd be next to him. I Birdman, he was there. And I will say, Jen was the only one that Bo reaches out, grabs Jen, pulls her in front of him, and she was right there. So he definitely is like, if you ever, he's your best friend now, Jeff. But if you need something that Bo won't give you, you might want to bring in Jen.
That's right. Yeah.
Gen Con. Well, Jen, if you want to come up on stage, you can talk about it. All right. And then the next one's coming up is that the wheels being a little bit tricky here. It keeps wanting to come up with people we've hit before, but we'll go ahead and Jeff, the next person that we're going to reveal is going to be, let's see, give me somebody new here. Oh, yeah. And actually, this is exciting because this is, again, I'm so excited by all the new people we've had in Battle Breaks, and this is no different. We have at least 2 new people in this Battle Breaks. So, Jeff, the next reveal, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this Discord user.
BF Johnson 2. BF Johnson 2.
Yeah, and Cloud, have you had any interactions with BF Johnson until the Battle Break?
I have not. I'm hoping that he can join and get to know him a little bit better tonight, because it's the best part about this. I've been trying to talk to as many new people from Wonders and Boba and everything else, and it's awesome getting to know all the new people coming in, and that excitement that we all felt the first time we started learning about this, and then how many layers is there to this as they sit and learn more. So always looking forward to meeting new people, talking to them, and seeing how deep down the rabbit hole they want to go.
Yeah, and last time it was Gamer Chick and it was Jay Brown. So that was awesome, which is and by the way, that was a Frenchie the next person up, it is not Cheryl. That was just autocorrect changing his name. So
Got it. Got it. So next up is another OG among OGs, and that is Zarek. Zarek.
and I am
Welcome to
hoping
the battle.
I'm hoping he goes against Jen because the Jen is that she gets all the luck, is what Zarek says, right?
Well,
Cloud?
don't you know now? I mean, aren't these the seeds?
Yeah,
Or
so right now it's Yo-Yo, BF Johnson 2, and Zarek in one bracket. My Steelers and MLB in another. Smash and Grab and My Steelers in a third. And Gen Con and Rhodey in the fourth. So
you guys have this
Well-
is going to be a 16 person break.
16-person battle break.
All right. Yes, and I'm hoping though that we get to the point where I guess what I meant is I want to see them compete at some point, either on the stage or on the. I'm just doing the wheel here of Frenchie. That's above my pay grade. So who's are Jen and Zarek in the same
No.
bracket, Cloud?
No, they are not.
All right. So I'm hoping they meet up on the championship round. Again, the championship round, we end up having the winner of each of the 4 rounds. They come together, they compete, and then they each come away. This is special. They each get an additional 2 boxes, 1 box of HTH basketball, 1 box of HTH football. And then the one winner gets that hobby box that Cloud is going to rip live and pay out cash bounties to the audience every time the person who wins it gets a big hit. The next person up that's coming is somebody who's recently made a job change, and we haven't heard much from him because he's so busy nowadays.
Yep. Next up, another OG, and it is GT. GT. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. And so GT is, we're hoping to get in contact with him because I'd like to. The other thing we're going to do for folks who've been playing the fantasy games the last couple weeks, last couple months, is that we haven't randomly given away. So if you show up tonight, you've been playing the fantasy sports, we have the list of the people. We're going to spin the wheel. If you're there, you're going to win a box of HTH. And the other, if it's a box of basketball, we're going to get those ripped before snap games. So you have the added incentive to be there so you can get that as well. Slappy's delay is brutal. Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you, Cox Fiber. They just shifted me over to Fiber, and it is horrible what happened to everything. All right, so let's see the next one.
When Frenchie gets back, there's been a lot of asking about the AI poster in the background. So see if we can get him to tell us a little bit about that.
What's that Gavler one?
I don't know.
The Gavler? Is that different than what was at National 2 years ago?
I haven't seen that poster before.
I will say my local card shop did give me a freak show poster.
Nice.
Yep.
See this.
Yeah. Oh, we have a close up of Frenchie's in there. Go ahead, Cloud. Ask him.
Frenchie, tons of people asking about the AI poster in the background.
Yeah, so we were planning to have the same type of foil one signed by AI at the National. We were going to have him as a giveaway, and then he ended up not getting on his flight. And then we sent the posters with him, and I don't know, I know he had some personal issues for a while, and then ultimately the posters just never got signed. We got to the point where we don't really need them anymore. But we're going to try to keep doing some stuff with AI, so we may circle back and have some opportunities for some signed AI posters in the future. But as it stands right now, I actually don't have any of those signed.
Did you ever get the posters back?
I don't. I think we got the foil ones back at the office. Yes, that's just a paper version. But I think the foil ones did come back to the office.
Seems like a good BPX sync right there.
Any chance those ever resurface?
I'll have to check with NM Chasing Unicorns and see what the status of those are. See what kind of. But yeah, possibly. If y'all are interested in them without autos on them, I mean, we definitely could probably make them available.
All right, Jeff. Next one up.
Next up is BP Fergu. BP Fergu.
And BP Fergu, Cloud, when we did the feedback after the first battle breaks and we asked what people liked, what they wanted to see more of, is BP Fergu was talking about more silos. He wanted to see minors, wonders, other things. And so ever since he said that, we've been including that. And again, we'll, if anybody has a parrot out there they're looking, and we're glad to take a look at that as well. But for BP Fergu, we had Paxman. If you'll notice, he has a new wild white-haired Lost Miner as his PFP. That is what he uses now, and that's one of the ones we gave away. We ended up getting that we bought that from Tito. That was a giveaway. Hopefully, this art proof that we're going to be giving away tonight finds a cherished home. So, thanks BP Fergu for that suggestion. All right, next one up, Jeff.
Next one up is everybody's most feared opponent, B-Jamps.
B-Jamps sliding in with MLB and my Steelers.
Woo-hoo. All right. So those are the people. So he doesn't have to face Zarek. He's not going to be in the same division. At least Zarek has a fighting chance, right?
Exactly.
All right.
That makes
By the way,
Zarek happy.
what's that, Subho?
I said that will make Zarek happy.
At least for one round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ended up he had one of the best wonders reveal. He had some really great cards in there. He got the quill. Didn't he? I think he got a couple of art proofs too, didn't he? Anybody remember that?
Zarek or B-Jamps?
Zarek, sorry. Yeah. I haven't seen did B-Jamps get I haven't seen his owl. Has he been able to pick up any copies of his owl?
I haven't seen him posting recently, so
Yeah.
I would guess he did.
I think he did, but I'm not 100% on that.
All right.
I know he got the Grumple or whatever because I tagged him when somebody pulled one.
Hey, and by the way, I do want to say one thing. As I see, Dobbs said, enough with the games of chance for free box. Dobbs, if you win, you still get a box. So this is just to incentivize more people to just get excited about HTH and play. So you can still get it, Dobbs, if you actually win the box. All right, Jeff, who's the next person?
So next up, we have Lord Seaton, 0856. Lord Seaton, 0856.
And hopefully, Lord Seaton, if you're out there, I haven't seen him comment. He was having a little trouble getting in. I know we have about 30 people watching it live right now. So there's a lot of you out there. Hopefully he was able to find his way in here. He's super excited. And again, he's the one who I showed him the 3 art proofs from Wonders and said, hey, help me curate this. Which one do we want to give away today? You're in the battle. Let's see. And so he came up with that Wonder art proof that we're giving away tonight. All right. And then the next person is the person who said that they're not afraid of, I just got a new phone and it's learning all the names that I type. And so it's brutal sending this to Jeff without it getting destroyed. This is another Chicago.
Yep. This person, his son is quite the Wonders player. It is Dr. Bray.
Oh yeah, his son. Yeah. Cloud, do you remember or Birdman? Tell everybody here who wasn't at National what Dr. Bray's son was like at the Wonders. Well, and what he accomplished.
So he was the nicest kick your ass kind of player ever. He would make it, he'd kick your butt and just be polite the entire time.
And he's currently ranked number 1 in the world, right? According to Cardio.
I think he
I
has to
assume
be.
so. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the only that I don't think any of the I don't know, it has some of the TTS stuff counted. But I think if it's only the physical in person, that's the only one there's been. So I think he would have to be number 1 in the world right now.
Yeah. Which I think so, because I think I'm number 8 in the world. So I've screenshotted that so I can be there. Clad, what are you ranked right now?
I'm not on Wonders, but on Boba, I'm 16th.
Oh, that's right. I'm confusing. That's right. I'm not the Wonders tourney, but the Boba. That's right. You're ranked 16th. So Birdman, what about you when it comes to Boba? Do you know what your ranking is?
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
I thought I was higher than I was, but I think I'm tied with like 82 other people. No, like 8 other people.
I know. Well, you still can take it. I mean, when this blows up, and even more than it has, and the competition gets going, you can look back and you can say you were in the top 20. That's one thing I'm going to put my hat on.
Absolutely. I'm there.
All right. Next one up is after Dr. Bray. Who do we have, Jeff?
After Dr. Bray, it is KP Hamilton.
Yeah, and so Kevin, of course, was at National. He always brings his wife Lee there, and she is a competitor. She wanted to win when she was playing in that Bo Jackson Battle Arena. She plays to keep. I had a chance to talk to her more this year than the previous year, but she was talking about, man, this woman loves sports. She is competitive. If you get a chance to talk to Kevin's always kind of quiet. He definitely talks up in the chat, but definitely when you get a chance to talk to Kevin and Lee, start talking sports with Lee and see her competitor come out. All right, and then who's up next? And Cloud, is that our last person?
This will be the last one.
All right, who's our final person? Then Cloud can give us a recap of the brackets.
I'm sure he knows he's the last person because he hasn't heard his name yet. So Dusty, it is you, sir. Subhub.
All right. If you ain't
All right.
first, you're last.
I wake up every morning. I just piss excellent.
All right. So we have round 1 is going to be Yo-Yo, BF Johnson 2, Zarek, and Subhub. Round 2 is going to be My Steelers, MLB, B-Jams, and Lord Seaton. Round 3 is going to be Smash and Grab, My Steelers, BP Fergu, and Dr. Bra. And round 4 is going to be KP Hamilton, GT, Gen Con, and Rhodey.
Wait. Who are the Gen Con, GT, Rhodey, and who was the fourth?
KP Hamilton.
Okay, yeah. So you're talking to 3 OGs there: KP Hamilton, Gen Con, and GT. So somebody, two of those people are going to be really pissed at the other OG. And then Rhodey's been around long enough. So
Be right back.
So what's your prize structure tonight? What are the prizes?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of giveaways for people in the audience, but as far as for the battle itself, everybody that is part of the battle, so these 16 people, they're all guaranteed 2 boxes of HTH. 1 box of basketball, drop 1, 1 drop of football, drop 3. Whoever wins each of the first 4 rounds will move on to the championship round. Everybody in the championship round is guaranteed another 2 boxes, so 4 total boxes of HTH. And then whoever wins the championship round is going to get a box of Bo Jackson Battle Arena. It's a hobby box that we will rip live, and will be based on what's coming out of the hobby box. We're going to be sending cash out to audience members anywhere.
So
from
the boxes that
25
they're getting, those are boxes y'all will rip in the battle break.
Exactly. So whatever is ripped for them, that's what they're going to take home. And then if they move on, they'll get the 4 boxes. And if they're the ultimate winner, they'll get all 4 boxes plus the hobby box.
All right, cool. Why don't we sweeten it up a little bit? You want to do that?
I don't think any of them want it any sweeter.
All right. How about we do? How about for the final 4? Because that's kind of a good way to do that one, I think. Because y'all already have some good top end prizes. How about everybody who makes it to the final 4? They will get a LA Champion Base Edition box for free.
Oh,
sold out. Can't find them anywhere. And then, if you guys have a way to run an audience random, why don't you do some audience randoms throughout the show, and then whoever wins each random, then do 1 random of them at the end. If you can. If this is too much trouble, don't do it. I'm just trying to make the pot sweeter and make this prize, because this is a pretty big prize. And then we'll do 1 kanji box for an audience member, so that you can try to get some folks to tune in, and let's get some more people familiar with HTH and what all's going on there. So it's maybe not just the participants, give the people in the audience a little something they can love.
Yes. Love it.
Look what just showed up at my door.
Love it. Dan, is that kanji box not just absolutely gorgeous? I mean, both of them are,
so
but that kanji box is just so sick.
It is. Those blues. Oh my goodness. I love it.
So this one is not. This is actually I cut the proof and folded this one, and this is actually not the final foil we used, but yeah, I haven't actually held a final one in my hand yet. But dude, they're so sick. These things
They
are
are
so sick.
nice. I so regret not getting more.
Yeah.
Man, those things hit like a perfect. I was telling somebody yesterday, I expect the market for those to be almost like frozen for a bit, because I think that what happened there was the way that the timing worked on that, I think the people that have them, there aren't a lot of people that have many multiples. There are a few, but not many. There were 2 people that got, I think, like 10 or 8 or 10. And then the rest are fairly well evenly distributed. So I think what we're going to see is we're probably going to see a pretty big difference in the bid-ask spread. I think the sellers are going to really want a premium for them because they don't have an extra one and they're really proud of it. And I think the buyers know that we just sold them for whatever it was, $250. So they're not going to want to pony off with some huge number right away. I think I'm expecting to see some gridlock on those for a bit, but eventually the market will find its way. So
I don't know if I can keep it sealed, just to be honest with you.
that's what we
I
tried to
want
design it for, man. It's got
that
some cool
kanji
stuff
card.
in it. Yeah,
Rip it
that
live
kanji,
right now. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go.
that kanji box. That kanji box is probably going to take that box probably won't be able to ship until March, just because of the process it takes to get that autograph cut out of the ball and get it embedded. It's a bit of a process, but that box, that's going to be quite a special relic, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty sick.
So Steven,
Absolutely.
yes, we can see the chat. And BP Fergu, Frenchie is the love child of Santa and Oprah.
Lordy.
Hey,
You know,
awesome.
maybe
So
maybe
I will put out there real quick, Scott, for tonight, if you are going to be in the audience, we're actually going to have a link that we'll send out right before. You'll go on and you'll basically buy a $0 item off of radishdigital.com. That is your entry into all of the giveaways for all the audience members. So tonight, about a half hour before we go live, we'll probably post that. You go in, it's $0. It asks for your Discord ID. If you want to put your BlockPax ID in there, and then an email address. And that is what we are going to use for all of the giveaways. So if you want the kanji box, make sure you get in there. Awesome. So Steven is Lord Seaton, so he is here.
So he's already shredded
The
a sandstorm box there. That Petri card, man, that card is so sick. That I'll tell you that kid, it's a prospecting situation. He has a legitimate chance to hit himself to 1 of 1. He is an incredible player, and he'll be in the draft this year. He'll be a first round pick. It's just a matter of how high he goes. Yeah, cool stuff there.
Awesome.
That foil hot dog. That's sick.
Yep. And you saw what I posted in Discord about the squad play, that you get some bonus love to your deck in squad play, which is our team format, when you have the foil hot dogs. And so the foil hot dogs are going to be a pretty key element to maxing out your squad deck. And these special edition boxes and stuff, they're a good place to find those foil hot dogs. So
what's a squad deck?
So I posted it in Discord yesterday. Like, it's one of the main formats we're going to have is called squad play, where it's team-based play. So you come with a 4 to 6 person team and you play. And I posted the deck construction rules that allow you to basically put extra heroes into your deck. You build a 160 spec deck, but if you follow certain criteria based on how many grandmas, you get 10 grandmas linoleum, you can add 1 apex grandmas linoleum. You get 10 color, you can do 1 color apex. You do 10 blizzard, you can do 1 blizzard apex. So it basically then allows you to have a little taste of apex, but since it's an entire team, it would get a bit tough to make 4 to 6 apex decks in teams. We wouldn't have that many participants. Yeah. So we kind of spread the apex across the entire team, and I think that'll be a really popular format. And I think that's the format where I don't think we'll see as much of the mercenary play. I think people will. I'm trying to convince my family to. I want them to come, and I want us to have our jerseys, and I want to call our team Family Ties. Nobody else thinks that's amazing in my family except for me.
It.
It's sick. It's so sick.
I like it.
The whole 80s thing, like Family Ties. Like, that is the greatest team name. And they're like, Dad, that name kind of sucks. I'm like, that name does not suck. That name is awesome. What are y'all talking about? But anyway, so that I'd like my family to actually play in squad, because it's I think it'll be a fun format. So
I think mine's gonna be Who's the Boss.
There you go. Naming them after all these 80s shows and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Hey,
that's awesome.
I just want to share somebody. Well, Hold on a second. Let me go ahead
Ooh.
and
So that bad boy's already been hammered. Who pulled it?
yeah, let me open it up another window. By the way, I want to say, Dusty, you'll notice that in the private chat, and also for those listening in the chat you see going through, Frenchie just talked about that deck. So he mentioned that in Discord. The link to Discord is it's posted now, so you can go ahead. I knew
Awesome.
Jeff, as soon as you posted that, I saved that immediately because that information is vital.
Yeah,
I won't.
we're gonna be rolling all that out, but I figured for the people that are most tuned in and active in the Discord, I figured it'd be good to maybe show it. But yeah, there he is.
Do we know who hit that?
The person sent it to me, but I don't want to out them if they
Reveal.
don't want to come out right now.
So obviously,
Okay.
it must be a community person that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
I will say, obviously, it's not that you don't meet new people too, but we had a lot of non-community buyers on that. I mean, most of those things went to homes that are, they don't have a Block Packs user ID. I can tell you that they're new people. So
Now on the box, the auto box, is it just going to be like a redemption card in there?
um, you'll know it when you hit it for sure. Yep. You'll know it when you hit it.
Okay.
You can't miss it. You can't screw it up. So,
Kind of like that.
yeah.
Kind of like that old Supreme Court saying about pornography. I can't explain it, but I know it when I see it.
Yeah, you'll know it when you see it.
Yeah. All right. As Subbub, you're our temporary text. By the way, God bless Ado. Tech Super is that I literally 60 seconds before we went on, Tex called and I said I shouldn't have answered it, but I'm old, so I answer phones when people call. And I said, Tex, I got to go. I'm about to go on. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, just one more question. And whenever we've had Jeff on the interview, like Tex just has one more question. So SubHub, you're doing a great job just saying one more question, one more question. And by the way, Yo-Yo is saying when will the auto be shipped out on Sandstorm Edition?
They should be en route. They came from two different locations, but I'll have to ask the team, but I thought there was a good chance that you would have those today as well. Everything is signed, so if we didn't guarantee the autos by Christmas, but I was still hoping that they would get there by Christmas. But if not, they'll come right behind it. It'll be close. You should have them like in the next week or so at the latest.
And Joe Doug says, did anyone from Japan buy any WC editions that you know of?
They did. Yeah, they did. Some of them did go across the pond. So
wow,
I'm guessing those did not land today. But
all right, Birdman, did you have any questions before we go for Jeff? All right, thanks for joining us on stage, Birdman. Yo, I assume you don't. You just got in your question. SubHub, you good?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. So the other thing is, Jeff, I'll give you a final word to say, but I again, for those who missed the beginning of this broadcast, I want to thank Jeff for hopping on. Is that unfortunately with Jeff is like, it was a last minute request. And I said, hey, just for fun, I'm like, I want to start turning this into, because we can have fun with the seating. And like, this was just on the fly. And I thought, I'll be honest, I thought about it an hour ago. And I thought like, Jeff's a fun person. Let's see if he'll come on and help me with the reveal. So
I'm a fun guy.
He's a fun. You're the hardest person on yourself when it comes to breaking. Like, we love watching you break. And Jeff, that's not just the Frenchie we trust. It is fun to watch you break. You are a fun breaker. So having you on here has been great. But my appreciation to Jeff, because he was given no advance notice. Literally, we were setting up communications while we were on the air. So Jeff, thanks for just doing this ad hoc. And I'd love for you to join us again next time. And I promise it'll be more show notes and preparation next time.
Sure thing, man. No, I always enjoy hanging out with y'all when I can. So,
all right. And again, thanks for that. That's SubHub. You want to thank him because I'm not the one winning his generosity tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome having you on here. And
thanks,
one thing that it came to me after he asked if I had any questions is we want to see you rip that jumbo case. So please go live for that. I would love to see that, and I'm sure everyone else would as well.
It's right here.
Let's go, baby.
Still sealed up the way it was sent to me, so I can prove that it was not tampered with, and that I did not hold it back. I mean, like, I want to rip some product and do some things, but I'm just so terrified I'm gonna pull like the freaking bow or something crazy.
I know.
And then people are gonna say you just held this back. So, could someone say that I colluded with you to ship you something you listed on eBay? I end up getting it and bringing it back. Like, I guess they could, but I mean, come on. Like, this is whatever's
the
in
bounce, that
this,
didn't
you could have
happen.
ripped it. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I've left it sealed so that we can try to do something fun with it after the first of the year.
You know, Jeff,
Awesome.
when you shared that video where you talked about like this is the biggest hit you've ever gotten in your entire life and it's going in your vault. It's funny until you said you're like people are gonna just assume the fix was in, and I was thinking you hit the bow one of one. But as
Yeah,
soon as
that one would have been I would have had to give that one away. Like I would have had to announce some big randomization or something.
yeah,
That would have been
yeah.
bad. I
Oh
think I
no,
hit the
no.
biggest card I could hit probably that I could keep. Like it was probably like I could. There's no way I could have kept. I don't think I could have kept any one of one. So
So wait, you normally you randomize it when you have to give it away, but you're telling me your new best friend Bo would not be pissed at you if he goes, this is how the phone call with Bo would go. So Jeff, you hit my one of one for my grandkids. And
yeah,
it's
I'd have to
and it's
explain
and
the
it's and
optics
it's
to him.
and
Yeah,
it's
I'd
and
have
it's
to
go
explain the optics.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's on the way here? No, it's on the way to a guy named Ghetto Icy. Okay, and why is it going to Ghetto Icy and it's not going to me?
As
It's
I
like
gave it away.
I don't want to give you friendship advice, Jeff, but you're probably
Yeah.
gonna lose your friend if that happens.
Yeah, no, he would have had to just learned on that one that we just got to worry about the optics for the. I mean, there's no way I could have kept that card, man. Again, I think I probably at 101. I don't think I could kept. So I think I hit the big. If it had been like the Bionic 101, maybe, but no big 101s, right? Not to
Yeah.
just crap on Bionic, but the market is showing what's favored and what's not. So, yeah, I think I probably hit the best card I could hit that I could actually keep.
Well, and Jeff, when you talk about big hits, there's a big survey going on, and I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about it. I did the survey, I filled it out, and it seems like the questions you're asking, you're considering some serious structural
No, I
changes.
don't want people to read too much into it. That's what I
All right.
said. The reason you ask it that way is it's actually a way that actually gives a different sentiment than how happy are you with something, right? We see those questions all the time. So the point there was to make people try to pause and think. And if someone tells you that they would be at a 10 level of disappointed if something isn't there tomorrow, then that's something that's very important to them. And so it's just a method of sentiment measuring because it's sometimes it's hard to kind of really get to the core of some sentiments. And then also a lot of times I think people, I mean, we really did have it anonymous. I have no idea who clicked. And a few people didn't want their feedback to be anonymous, so they told us who they were. But aside from that, the feedback really and truly is anonymous. And I cautioned on the team, I said, look, have thick skin. This is a chance for people to give us what might be some uncomfortable feedback, but that's what we want. So we have to kind of go through some of those things. So yeah, no, it's I took a quick scan through it earlier. I thought it was interesting and yeah, I mean it's some of it's very humbling to see how much people care about the things that we built for sure. And definitely we're gonna one of the comments said, "I don't know why I'm giving you this feedback, because I don't think you listen to it anyway." And I was like, "That's pretty tough, because I do listen pretty hard to the feedback."
Yeah, you're like this. You're the Steve Jobs of our space, which is, Steve was notorious for staying up late, writing reporters, telling them how to get their story right, just following up with everything. It was interesting though, Birdman, when he had that one comment or the one question: if block packs were to go away tomorrow, if block packs were to go tomorrow, how much would it affect you? 1, not at all, and 10, greatly. And it's funny because for a second, then I'm like, well, this is a catch-22. Like, I don't want to say my life revolves around block packs. So you don't want to put, 10, like, oh my God, what am I going to do if, Taylor Swift isn't there anymore? But conversely, you're like, geez, imagine if we didn't have this community, which again, for folks who are newer, like Lord Sita, what's really made this great is that, man, Jeff, you've done a great job of blending the social with the digital age. And kind of like how you started out with the blockchain, the number of people just through the 2 nationals. And in addition to it, I met people like when they're coming in my area, we make a plans to meet up. You just saw James going down to Florida asking who's going to be on the Gulf side of Florida. And it's a unique digital community where we want to meet the people in person, and we do meet the people in person. So on that, be honest, Birdman, what did you say on a scale of 0 to 10 if block packs were to go away tomorrow? It would impact you greatly or not at all?
I have to admit, I haven't actually seen that
Okay.
that survey yet, but I'd probably have to put it a 7, maybe an 8.
Yep. You'd probably like 8, or if you had 10 digits, it would be 8 or 9. But since you only have 9 digits, it's going to be a 7 or 8, right?
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a ton of fun for me. I wasn't really a collector before getting into this, and it's opened my eyes, and I've just had a ton of fun.
Awesome.
So it's a big deal.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate it. It's like always. I wanted this to be short and sweet, just a reveal show, but it's like it was hard, Jeff, having you on stage. So don't want to take you away from your family at the holidays. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Jeff, thanks for the seating, and everybody else. Tune in tonight to Battle Breaks at 9:30, and just head over to radishdigital.com. And Jeff, final word from you.
Yeah, one quick thing. Just like I said, definitely don't read too much into that. If you want to research that how disappointed would you be question, there's a lot of stuff on social media. They'll tell you from a research standpoint why that's a good way to formulate a question. But and that's why I put a big notice at the top, like this is just so that we can ask it a certain way. And I think it's achieving that goal, really. I think it really is helping us to kind of get some granularity and sentiment that just how happy are you? People tend to default to just, oh, I'm happy, bang, highest number. Whereas with this one, they literally go through that thought exercise that you just went through. And it really does give us more granularity. You're like, well, I'd be really, really disappointed if my dog wasn't there tomorrow. Block packs, I could live, but I do like it. So yeah, I'll put it pretty high. So you get that granularity that really helps us. And then not just at the block packs level, that's not the important one. The important one is then as it gets a little more granular into different products, something as simple as the email list and the text list. Like are those things really important to people? And it just helps us kind of see some of that. So yeah, don't read too much into it. We're not I'm not coming through looking to whack a bunch of our stuff. So
I'm waiting for the survey, Jeff, that says how much or how little would you be disappointed if President Biden disappeared tomorrow or President-elect Trump disappeared tomorrow? Both sides. I'm not playing partisan, but it's like, right, we can have that poll coming out where they're asking us about the two presidents.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, no, that's great, Jeff. And will you share any of the results? I think in the past, right?
No, that one will be for internal use for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
that's great. All right, and everybody get in case you haven't seen it, it's posted to announcement channel, right, Jeff? In the Block Packs Discord.
Yep.
All
it's in Discord announcements. Yeah, or it's in Geek. It's in Geek News. This is a geek only survey actually. So we'll do some. We will have other surveys for core products and stuff that other people are touching, but this one was intended for the geeks.
All right. Well, for those of you listening without geek ears, just tag Slappy White, and I'll be sure to tell you all about the geeks and block packs. You definitely want to become one if you're able to. All right. And it's open to everyone, I should say, just meaning monetarily if you're able to. All right. Tito says Frenchie for president. So we'll give the president of France the final word. Anything else, Jeff? All right. Thank you so much, Yo-Yo. And Birdman and Dr. Birdman and Sub Up for joining us on stage. Thank you so much, Jeff, for doing the reveal, and good luck to the 16 battlers in tonight's battle breaks. And of course, the audience who's going to show up, lot of stuff to give away, probably the biggest giveaway we're ever going to do. And just got huge thanks to Jeff. So you're talking an exclusive product that Sub Up is telling you he should have ordered more. And so now he's thinking he's really glad he got into this break tonight. All right. Thanks.